Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Knox Makers. It's Tuesday, the day of the week where we traditionally get together for an open house event. We welcome everybody to come see our workshop, come see the crazy stuff we're up to. And of course, our favorite part of this evening, other than the hanging out, is what we call show and share, where we encourage everybody to bring in projects that they've been working on, successful, unsuccessful, as yet incomplete. We just want to see what you're up to. Let us learn from it. Let us be inspired. Let us encourage you down your road. We've got a couple of sign-ups this evening, and the always reliable Russell is going to get us started off with a mysterious project which could potentially be an incense burner, but I somewhat doubt it.
All right, here we go. Thank you, Isaac, and thank you, everyone. I know you may have been expecting possibly something else, but I ran across this little item at an antique store close to the mountains, and as you can see, it is, in fact, an incense burner. You did? Ah, yeah, sure enough. It's got a little secret compartment here where you, I guess you store your incense or whatever else you want to light up. This one is unique in that it has, let's see, skulls, spider webs. Now, obviously I didn't make this. However, you know how I act, so I figured out a way to light that sucker up. So there we have the incense burner. We just put a light fixture in the bottom, put a tubular light inside, and boom, instant lamp. So, can I do another one? Okay, what was on the list? What did it say? Yes. Okay, can anybody guess what the next item is?
It's a lamp.
Billy says it's a lamp. No, I can't believe you would think such a thing. Okay, this one is a commission job. Somebody wanted to make a lamp out of a Blanton's bourbon bottle. I cannot afford to drink this stuff. Fact is, I had to pay $30 for the stinking bottle. But hey, you know, it's a commission, so you know, you pass it along. And so I'm going to have to do this up here. So we took a box. That would be great, so I don't kill it. Which way? That way? Oh, thank you. All right, so we did the old brass trick. Made a place for the bottle to slide in, and these little fellas here will actually grip the bottle. And then you just turn them on. Got a three-way switch, so the light comes on, the bottle comes on, or you can do both. So a little extra thing that I did for this client, I found some gels, red, yellow, green, blue, etc., etc. Just put them over the lamp. Put the bottle in. Most bottle lamps you'll find people put a light down in the bottle. This way you can actually put your full bottle here and light it up if you desire. So this way you have the light here, it'll be orange, or blue, or green, or whatever. And that way they can customize the color of the bottle, should they so desire. And you can also hide your goodies inside the box. So, Here it is. Thank you for that. Okay, let me get rid of my junk. Sorry, Isaac. I'm holding up the show. Okay.
Thank you, brother.
There we go. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Russell. My Tuesdays are always brightened by shares from luminaries like yourself.
Oh,
Two of them in there, brother. Two of them.
yeah, two at once. Yeah,
Okay,
I
next
like
up we've got
it. I like it.
we've got a share from Thea who wants to talk about tatting, which I'm told is not tattooing.
This Saturday, the Fiber Arts Department will be doing its first lace making workshop with shuttle tatting. So we'll just be doing small motifs to learn the skills. But some of the things that you can make down the road are doilies, which you would make multiple rows on. This one, let me zoom in so you can see, actually has beads in it in the center. So, and then more useful things is an old-fashioned chatelaine for holding your tools. You can use for sewing or lace making. And you can see that is actually a very small thread on it, but then you put the ribbon through it and you can just attach your tools at any point. And my favorite, anybody with long hair can relate when it starts getting in the way in the summer, is a bun cover. So it actually just fits right over your braided bun. So we still have 3 tickets left for Saturday's class. Feel free to join us.
So do you starch that to make it stiff?
You can, especially if you're using like the snowflakes for Christmas tree ornaments or doilies. Spray starch and ironing them works very well. If you're making a basket or something that you really want stiff, then you can soak it in a heavier cornstarch solution and let it dry over a form, and a lot of people do that. And I've actually heard of a shortcut where a lot of people use diluted white glue that dries clear. And again, you do have to dry that over a form, but it works very well for baskets and that type of stuff.
How long would it take to do, for example, the snowflake?
That once, well, I don't work on them consistently. I do this at work between answering the phones because I have to be there to answer the phones, but the phones don't always ring. So I pick it up and put it down. That one's probably about 3 hours.
What about the long?
That took me weeks. To get it long enough. It was like maybe an inch an hour going back and forth. But yeah, that one took forever. The bun cover is a thicker thread, and that one didn't take as long. Probably about as long as the snowflake, really, because a lot of it's just straight chains.
Now if I can just roll
We can make you a sunburn cover.
Okay. Okay, thanks.
Any more questions? Thank you.
I assume you're teaching that class, yes? I'm really surprised that you could make that in 3 hours. I would have guessed considerably longer. That's remarkable. That's all the sign-ups we have for Show and Share this evening. Did anybody not make it on the list that brought something nifty to show us this evening, or something horrible?
I got one more thing I could show.
All right.
You're all gonna get tired of me and my way wipers, but I made another way wiper. So, let me
see at the very back. I'll back out here a little bit. So this is the cross slide, and that little black plastic thing right there is the way wiper. And what was a little bit tricky about this is that the shape here that I'm trying to match, it's got a curvature this way, so it's each rounded on that. It's then got a curvature coming forward and up, and then it has this shape on top of that. So I was trying to match all those shapes and model it out in OpenSCAD to get that. This particular one was not just quite wide enough because it wouldn't go all the way up against it, so I was measuring it, and I ended up making one, and I printed on this morning, and I don't have a film of that. But then inside this, there's a pocket, and I put layers of felt in there to hold the oil and then wipe the chips off that area. That's all.
Very nice. Anyone else? Last minute shows before we move along? No? I have a few announcements to share with you. First of all, we've got a couple of classes coming up this week. On Thursday, day after tomorrow, Machining 100 is happening from 6:30 until 9:30 p.m. That class is sold out. This Saturday, we've got 4 classes happening. Hand-cut dovetails, which is happening in woodworking from 10 until 1. That is also sold out. And then we also have tatting, which we just saw a demonstration of from Thea there, from 10 until 12. There are still tickets available on that. Those are $15 for members, $20 for the general public. We also have an introduction to stick welding happening Saturday. That is from 10:30 until 12:30. And tickets are $25 for members, $75 for the general public. Tickets also available for that. Finally, we have Milling 101 happening again. This is the, Milling 101 as distinct from Machining 101. This is the Bridgeport tool-off class. That's happening on Saturday from 1 until 5 and is also sold out. I mentioned these classes, of course, not only to get you excited about signing up for things, to get you also thinking about classes you might like to teach, and also just to let you know what kinds of things are happening in the workshop, because obviously if Billy is teaching a class in the machine shop on how to use the Bridgeport, then you can't use it till he's done. Also, a few announcements to share. First of all, after we break up this little event, I'm going to wander outside and have a look at the gate. It's apparently sticking and hard to lock and unlock, and so I need to figure out what the problem is there and find out some way to fix it. If you're the sort of industrious problem solver who would like to help me have a look at that and fix that problem, well, that would be sweet. Also, I want to let you know that John Dale will not be here tonight, and I need a volunteer to change out the air filters. Anybody be willing to change the air filters for us, please? Good man, thank you very much. And also the trash overfloweth. Don't make Russell do it again, you guys. He always does it. Come on, who'll get the trash? All right. David is the second most suffering man. Y'all should really be nicer to them. That's all that we've got on the agenda tonight. So let's go out in the workshop and make a mess and hang out with each other and be awesome. Thank you for joining us.